as aviations and many more sectors. Recently, I was visiting GE Bangalore, and in fact, it was amazing to see the kind of initiatives that Make in India is happening, that in health sectors, which was earlier coming as an import, like whether you talk about CT scan machine or whether you talk about MRI or whatever it is, they were really trying to build in our own sectors, not only just taking the technology from the outside, but also to bring the new technologies. And even in aviation, it was amazing to see that the kind of manufacturing that has taken places. I was fortunate because some of our alumni, they are in very senior positions in both in healthcare as well as in the aviation sector. And I have spent the whole day, and in fact, it was really amazing. And the similar things is possible if we really take the initiative in all directions. Our students can be initiated for this kind of purpose. And when we talk about hackathon, as all of you know, that it is an endeavor to bring the teams together, like where they come together to engage in rapid and collaborative engineering over a relatively short period. As Professor Patra was pointing out, it is a 36 hours duration. And when we talk about hackathon, it is a, as all of you know, that is a hack and marathon. But hacking word here is nothing but exploratory programming, in contrast to the, which is the real meaning is that we want to breaching the computer security. Here it is exploratory programming. And true to their origins, these hackathons are often designated to shake things off, rapidly iterate products, and expedite the creative problem solving. Such events are not only to prime networking of the professionals, programmers, they are often feature even more and coveted prizes, as already pointed out, 1,75,000 and 50,000. Students, as a like you are participating in this particular event, this not only have the advantages of collaborations, but also like it is, you have a kickstart for your own careers, inspire the teamwork, encourage diversity and affect positive changes, meeting potential mentors, meeting potential different teams, those who are working in different directions. And at the end of the day, when you are completing your tech like work, sense of accomplishment, sense of technical skills, new networking, improvement in your soft skills, and mostly that you are in fact trying to explore the risk analysis. And I strongly believe when you are working in a team for a particular short-term goal or short-term durations to achieve a goal, there is an increase in pressure. I strongly believe when we have no pressure, we are working in our own domain or in a domain where we do not want to explore more. But when there is a increase in pressure, you will see that your productivity increases. And when, of course, more the pressure is, you are going to a panic state that doesn't have impact. If there is a little bit of pressure that whether we want to achieve this within this time, whether we want to achieve the target of this particular objective, there is a little bit of pressure in your mind, and that in fact improves your productivity. And when you exchange your ideas, I remember here the George Bernard Shaw that when I have an apple and you have an apple, and when we exchange the apple, we still both have one apple. But when we exchange ideas, that too, like if you compare the same one idea with you and one idea with me, when we exchange the ideas, at the end of the day, we have two ideas each of us. And when you are working with multiple people, you have multiple ideas and you exchange the ideas among yourself, and your sphere increases, your dimensions increases, your thought process increases, and that will definitely give you a new directions in your career. I wish this particular event that a grand success, and at the end of the day, we see that there are beautiful products that has been coming out of this particular hackathon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. We are highly delighted to have among us Shri Hemant Sharma, sir, IAS, Principal Secretary of Government, Skill Development and Technical Education. He has also done his BTech degree in Electrical Engineering from IIT Roorkee. Sir, we are highly delighted to have you here as our guest of honor. Sir, please speak some. I would like to request our volunteer to please present the bouquet to sir as a token of love and respect. Thank you for your gracious presence, sir. Now, I would like to request sir to please speak a few words. Sir, please.
Honorable Minister Shri Preeti Ranjan Ghadiji, who, as you can see for yourself, is as young and dynamic as all of you. You can see in him. Do you see a reflection of yourself in him? Certainly, because he is young, he is dynamic, and he is as innovative as all of you could be. And I will give you many examples of his innovativeness today. Our senior colleagues, Professor Bansidhar Maji, who is the Vice Chancellor of VSUT Burla, and also now he is in charge Vice Chancellor of BPUT, and your Officer on Special Duty, Professor Patra, senior members of the faculty from various engineering colleges and other professional colleges, and dear students. First of all, I extend a very warm welcome to our Honorable Minister and all of you who have come to join this first event, inaugural event of the Make in Odisha Conclave 2022. As you are aware, the Make in Odisha Conclave would formally start today at 5 p.m. in the evening, but we are so happy that today the first event of Make in Odisha is happening in a temple of knowledge, in an engineering college with all of you. And there is a reason for it. Why this program is the first program in Make in Odisha is because Make in Odisha we try to attract industry, we try to attract investments so that the future becomes secure. And whose future becomes secure? Your future becomes secure. Industry and investments are all about jobs, creating jobs, job opportunities in new areas of business, trade, commerce and industry. And those jobs, when they are created in Odisha, it will immensely benefit people like you, students like you, who are taking technical education and are preparing themselves for life beyond education in employment, in factories, in offices, in modern offices. Therefore, Make in Odisha Conclave, to start with this beginning of the Make in Odisha Conclave in a technical institution like OUTR is a very, very solid and sound beginning, I must say. And the fact that we have our Honorable Minister here today, who is himself technically educated. And not only technically educated, he has had diverse experience in public life and in social life, and extremely innovative. I will give you a few examples of his innovativeness. After he joined our department, the first thing he asked me is, Sharma Babu, ये जो हमारा पॉलिटेक्निक और ITI मानकर किसी रैंकिंग सिस्टम अच्छी की, right? So we did not have any ranking system. Like there is a ranking system for universities, there is a ranking system for colleges, but for polytechnics there is no ranking system. 30,000 students in Odisha study in polytechnics, and if we rank polytechnics by certain known parameters, it will certainly give good guidance to parents, to students, and also to the management of those polytechnics to progress and strive for better performance. So Honorable Minister advised us, and we did ranking for polytechnics for the first time. When the ranking was announced that day, Quality Council of India, which is India's best known organization for doing such rankings in educational and social institutions, they were there, their CEOs were there. The minister just went through the ranks, the parameters on which, and he added 2 new parameters. And what was those parameters? He said that innovativeness and entrepreneurship must also be inculcated in polytechnic. So why don't we also add these two parameters? So you can see in himself that, you know, politics is a very serious and difficult profession. All of you know that. But being in politics right from his childhood till now, he has still not lost that youthful sense of innovativeness, which comes from being young at heart and also young in mind. So I am extremely thankful to you, sir, for joining us today in the first program of Make in Odisha Conclave, which is the Smart Hackathon. Now this Smart Hackathon is about innovation. It is about anything which you feel can be done to make the life of common man simple and easy. It is not about designing complex products. It is not about designing complex solutions to simple problems. It is about designing simple problems, simple solutions for complex problems. So you should keep this in mind, that simplicity is the key for innovation. Any solution, any equipment, any logic, any software, any machine, if it is complex, it is not a solution, it becomes itself a problem. Therefore, simplicity is the key. So my humble advice to all of you would be that while you are working in your respective areas during this hackathon, look at simplicity. Look at what can be done in a very simple, intelligible manner, so that an uneducated person or a half-educated person or a school dropout or a person who is very elderly, senior citizen, but wants to learn something would be able to know the solution in simple manner. So if you devise a solution, being an engineer, which is possible to be learned or possible to be followed only by an engineer, then that is not a solution, it becomes a problem in itself. Therefore, devise a solution which is simple and which can be taught or which can be learnt very easily by somebody who is not technical, who is not a professional like all of you. Secondly, generally, you know, there are two kinds of things. One is what is called must have, and the other thing is called good to have. Must have is like salt, sugar, bread, milk, tea, biscuit. These are must haves. You cannot live without them. Good to have is like what? Good to have is like a tie or a coat or a face cream or a hair coloring agent, right? So these are good to have. Life cannot run without must have things, but life can run without good to have things. Always try to look at innovative solutions for common man's problem, for problems which we encounter every day. The most successful examples of startups in the world are not those who solved good to have problems, but those who solved must have problems. Which is the most successful startup in the world today? It is Amazon. Amazon is the most successful startup in the world today. The Amazon founder was a person like you, and he used to study in a college in Seattle, and like every other American youth, he also used to work in a grocery store to make some extra money so that he could pay for his hostel fee, which are very costly in America. His mother was fond of books, so he used to buy books and send by post to his mother in some other, what is called Tri-Cities complex nearby, about 150 miles away. This idea struck him that what if other people in Tri-Cities complex are trying to buy books? Can I do something about that? So he started this website first, where people could buy books, and he was the only person behind that. He would go to the same bookstore, buy that book, go to the post office, post it to the person concerned, and earn 10% extra. When this started, instead of one book per week, he started selling 100 books per week. That bookstore gave him a discount of 25%. So what he will do when that discount is running, he will buy books and then start selling them at 15% discount. Still he was making a 10% discount. Very simple problem. Which is the most famous startup in India? It is Big Basket. And what does it do? It only sells bread, milk and vegetables directly delivered to the doorstep of residents in Bangalore. The person concerned and his wife They used to study in IIM Kolkata, and when they went back to Bangalore, they were working in IT companies like most of you want to work, but it was a problem. Getting bread and milk in Bangalore on time was a problem because lakhs and lakhs of people live there in very small societies. Therefore, what he did, he started this system of buying bread and sending it to doorstep delivery. This is big basket. He started this with about 10 crores of rupees, and he sold it at 10,000 crores of rupees to Tata Group. So you should understand, selling bread and grocery and vegetables just by innovativeness, just by bringing in technology. What did he do? He solved common man's common problem. Therefore, this is called innovativeness. The idea behind hackathon is to basically train your minds to think about these common problems which every citizen, every person in village, in city faces day in and day out. Therefore, think about it, be simple and be innovative in your approach. We are very happy that all of you are here together, and I can assure you that this thinking in your mind, this training which you will get through this kind of a program will certainly help you in your future careers. Please feel free to give your suggestions to the organizers, our OSD of OUTR, Professor Patra, and we will certainly help you achieve your dreams. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful knowledge. Definitely, we do recognize the importance of the factor of innovation and a solution-oriented mindset, especially when all of us have the privilege of educating ourselves technically. The categorization of good to have problems and must have problems was indeed an insightful concept, and all of us stand enlightened today. Thank you so much, sir. Moving on in the event, here I take this opportunity to invite our revered chief guest, Honorable Minister Shri Jagta Preeti Ranjan Gharai, Rural Development, Skill Development and Technical Education Odisha, to address the gathering. He's also an engineer, thus it's a moment of reverence for us to have him address this gathering. So please.
Jai Jagannath. A very good morning to all of you. Today present over here is our Principal Secretary, Sri Hemant Sharma ji, a very dynamic officer. Present over here is Vice Chancellor, BPUT Odisha, Professor Maji, Officer on Special Duty OUTR, Professor P.K. Patra, media personnel from print and electronic media, participants from various states, staff and students of OUTR. I'm extremely happy that this new university is organizing the Smart Odisha Hackathon 2022 and Make in Odisha Conclave 2022. Government of Odisha, under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Sri Naveen Patnaik, has started the Make in Odisha Conclave in the year 2016. Now it has gone global. Today evening 5:30 p.m. Honorable Chief Minister is going to inaugurate this program. Odisha will be witnessing a huge investment from metal to steel to garments and IT-enabled services. The objectives are to showcase the opportunities available in our state with best governance practice to attract the investors for setting up of industries in manufacturing sectors from metals to garments and IT-enabled services. Friends, in this regard, our government has been given special emphasis on slew of incentives, capital expenditure support, skilling initiatives, and land bank for the IT and IT-enabled services during its roadshows held in major cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and also in Dubai. For better skilling the youth of our state, our government has established World Skill Center to impart special live training with modern infrastructure, instruments, and machineries. In addition, a new initiative, Mo School Abhijan, an initiative from the school, has also been started at the school level for excellence in school education. where it's a community participation. Last year, our government has upgraded the College of Engineering Technology today, CET this college, to an unitary university that known as Odisha University of Technology and Research, with the objective to make it an university at par with IITs to boost research and innovation in the field of engineering and technology. I'm proud today that this Smart Odisha Hackathon, that the pioneers in the state is really proud of this institute for organizing such mega events. Under 5 T's initiatives, our government gave importance to achieve excellence in technical sphere, like the legendary Dharmapada, and bring glory to our state. Honorable Chief Minister also advised the young technocrats to go to the top, stay there, and be second to none. We humans are a marvel of creation and are said to be the most evolved species on earth. It should be but natural to cogitate as to the meaning and purpose of existence. Friends, today all of you are assembled here for a 36 hours program. The third that emerges in that the purpose of life is to discover the purpose of life. Under the Odisha's third flagship investor summit, Make in Odisha Conclave 2022, this hackathon is organized to extract the best ideas from the young technocrats for our social governance, like in the field of agriculture, health, education, urban housing, and smart cities, ecology, environment, and disaster management. It provides a platform for the students to use their scientific knowledge and bring the best innovation from the brains. It also allows students to work together in groups and learn from each other, to share their ideas collectively and galvanize those ideas to bring something innovation into implementation. I wish success in this endeavor. Vande Utkal Janani. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your extremely motivating words. I hope it inspires our gathering in the best possible ways. So now, this brings us to the end of the inaugural ceremony of Smart Odisha Hackathon 2022. I, Shreya Subudhi, on the behalf of the entire Odisha University of Technology and Research fraternity, would like to take this opportunity to be thankful to all our esteemed dignitaries for their valuable time and contribution on and off the dais. I would like to thank the electronic and print media persons for their gracious presence. I would like to thank our extremely hardworking faculty members, teachers, managing staff for their constant efforts. And finally, I would like to convey my gratitude to the students and participants for their patience and true dedication.
Before concluding the event, I would take you to the final segment of today's event, for which I would request all our revered dignitaries on and off the dais, respected teachers, fellow participants, friends, and ladies and gentlemen, to please stand up in reverence to our national anthem.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाता जनगण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय।
Thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure to have you here.
I would once again wish you all the very best for your upcoming endeavors for Smart Odisha Hackathon 2022. Have an amazing day ahead. Now, I would like to request our dignitaries to please move to the stage area for the opening of Smart India Odisha Hackathon 2022.